we'll go over to a newsroom, bring come to your salon in some international news. Today happen to be Tuesday, the 21st of July 2026. Stay tuned to this fine frequency as we get so much more information for you out there. It's exactly 7 a.m. from us 2 o'clock. Stay tuned as we go over to a newsroom, bring come to your salon and some international news.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1, simply the best.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
The Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Now an attempt for salon and some international news, but first the main points them inside the news. The Deputy Director of Public Education and Outreach and the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sylvanus Blake, say ACC don't recommend to the National Revenue Authority for change the Asikuda system because plenty people and workmen them don't bypass this system. According to the Director General for the HIV and AIDS Secretariat, Abdurrahman Sise, the workplace policy on HIV and AIDS, where they don't get now, will make institution them tap for the ask for HIV status as requirement for get work. And Magistrate Mustafa Ibrahim Ajana Pademba Road Court number 1 don't send 123-year-old man go on remand at the Male Correctional Center for which police allege say a wound one Desmond Mohamed Kemokai. That's them in the main points them. Now for the full news with Usman Kamara. The Minister of Higher and Technical Education, Dr. Hajar Ramatulai Wuri, say the ministry don't get support from World Bank and other partner them for look inside the higher and technical education curriculum as way for improve and meet the technical labor market demand for young people in the country.
The World Bank will begin one skills development project. We help for develop 30+ curriculum. We need for validate them. UNDP giving money for build curriculum with industry and industrial plumbing from level 1 to level 6. Currently, the same partner UNDP don't give you money back for do the same thing, electrical installation. FAO get for Canberra on board to help with develop curriculum for agriculture across the value chain. Because when the industry partner, they don't know now say, within the higher education space na salon, they train in that demand-driven way, we they talk to the industry partners them and ask them, what are the skills one I want for seeing a young person where graduate, for they will work and thrive now in a sector. They help we develop the curriculum.
Dr. Hajar Ramatulai will talk this in our engagement. USA European Union and young people celebrate 50 years of Golden Jubilee and partnership with Salon people. They continue to say, as way for meet the labor market demand and improve the country human capital development, the ministry same way so engage with Masasabi people for improve the technical and vocational education sector for meet labor demand with different industry that they look for like technology, agriculture and other sector them. Where him in the talk, the program manager for European Union Mission na Salon, Federico Capo, say European Union will continue for support the government of Salon for give sabi to young people with different skills and training them for improve young people life na the country. The Deputy Director of Public Education and Outreach and the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sylvanus Blake, say our investigation we then do na the National Revenue Authority, they not be able to know the amount of copper we lost because workman and NRA don't delete documents them na the Asikuda system.
We findings now that we not able to ascertain even the exact amount of money where the government don't lose because of them deletions because the number of deletions will take place. There is no way to trace it. We bring consultant, IT consultant when the commissioner hire. The Asikuda system is built in such a way that people on the back end and then only get privilege for delete or would that then grant access and get privilege for delete. And when they delete, there is no way you go able to trace what in then delete.
Sylvanus Blake carry on say the reason we make them not able to know the kind copper we lost because workman then at NRA been joining with other workman then na some bank then a salon. Outside people can pay copper for divert government money and use them for themselves. The same way so say they don't say we workman then at NRA don't mix bank corruption. We make governments defend and difficult for get a copper for do things that will go better the country. Mr. Blake same so say the commission does recommend to NRA for put proper system in place and self-change the Asikuda system because plenty people don't tamper with this system and if NRA continue for use this system, according to Sylvanus Blake, plenty couple go lost, we go embark the country in development one. The Director General for HIV and AIDS Secretariat, Abdulrahman Sisi, say the workplace policy on HIV and AIDS, where they don't get now, will make institutions then tap for the acts for HIV and AIDS status as requirement for employment status.
So the Ministry of Employment don't come up with a national policy, workplace policy on HIV and AIDS. And the national policy on workplace HIV AIDS spell out within all institutions, all workplaces for adhere to. And one of the critical things that we then put is like, they use HIV status as a requirement for employment. If you do that one day, you don't violate the policy and you don't also violate the National AIDS Commission Act, where Parliament endorsed.
Abdulrahman Sisi talk this for one interview with Radio Democracy, where they talk about the new workplace policy on HIV and AIDS. Usa say both public and private institutions them, not for the ask citizens them for sure the HIV status before they give them work. As he say, any institution or employer will do so go against the workplace policy and same way so go against the National AIDS Commissions Act. He continues to say this policy with the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security together with the National HIV and AIDS Secretariat don't get now go make them begin charge people who court or institution we go point finger per people we get HIV sick. Abdulrahman Sisi end up call on salon people for tap for the point finger per people we get HIV sick. As he say, people will get this sick get the right for live like any other people in a society. The Secretary General for the Salon Association of Blind People in Akonodi Street, Peter Salamina, don't call on the leadership na the Salon People's Party for give symbol to people living with disability so that they will get representation and governance.
And when it comes to governance in this country, disabled people, mostly at local level, we are misrepresented or we not even represented, you understand? Let me go on for push to the SLPP Center, His Excellency, that this election where they come, let them give disabled people a symbols for become councillors, honorables. So when we serve in our parliament, we then our council, you understand? We go able for channel issues there, but we look at us, we are not represented. The representation of disabled people or blind people, we want us so that when we serve there, our governance, we go able for make we own input, and we talk for we own category. We not represented at all in terms of leadership at local level. Now that is our biggest problem.
Peter Salamina talked this to Radio Democracy for one interview where they talk about the challenge they within the face as disabled people in Akonodi Street as way for take part in governance. Peter Salamina continues to say disabled people don't they play big role for improve the country economy. Also plenty disabled people they make bead, shoes, key holder and other things them where then they sell to tourists them we can the country. Peter Salamina end up say if political party then give symbol to person living with disability for contest for big councillor, parliamentarian, then go able for represent other disabled people with the face challenge na in these streets. Magistrate Mustafa Ibrahim Majana Pademba Road Court number 1 don't send 123-year-old Lawrence Williams where they get a .c go on remand at the main correctional center because police allege say a wound death from Mohammed Kemokai. Lawrence Williams, the team up na court for answer to wounding, contrary to Section 20 of the Offences Against the Persons Act 1861, assault on police, contrary to Section 39 of the Police Act number 7 of 1964, and assault, occasion actual bodily harm, contrary to Section 47 of the Offences Against the Persons Act 1861. According to police file, Wednesday, June 10, 2026, na Morintong na the western part na Freetown, ebe wound Desmond Mohammed Kemokai. Magistrate Mustafa Ibrahim Majano min agree for give and bail and send and go at the main correctional center na Pademba Road and adjourn this case to July 27 this year. You dey listen to news where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Now na time for news but other country them. According to BBC report, Ugandan government don't suspend all school trip after we one busman get accident and kill about 20 school picking them during the term where they made go one school tour na one region. Report carry on say some teacher and comrade them wound serious one inside this incident. Now for sake of this make police don't start investigation for no waiting happen we make this busman lost control. And according to BBC report, one court in Ghana don't sentence 143-year-old TikToker for go jail for 1 year after we share fake news against the president in Ghana. Report carry on say this woman say President Mahama be sacrificed 32 cow them for be president, and this woman no me get evidence for waiting he say. And the report say not only first in this This TikToker, the share battle them against the president na social media. For Don the news, the main points they back. The Deputy Director of Public Education and Outreach at the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sylvanus Blake, say ACC don't recommend to the National Revenue Authority for change the Asikuda system because plenty people in workman them don't bypass this system. According to the Director General for HIV and AIDS Secretariat, Abdurrahman Sise, the workplace policy on HIV and AIDS, where they don't get now, will make institutions then tap for the acts for HIV/AIDS status as requirement for get work. And Magistrate Mustafa Ibrahim Ajana Pademba Road Court No. 1 don't send 123-year-old man go on remand at the Make Correctional Center for which police allege say a wound one despot Mohammed Kemokai. That's the news. We come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM with Usman Kamara.
The Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, that na salon and some international news you will listen to from Usman Kamara. Right, 98.1 FM from an Englandville studio, 11 minutes downside 7 from 6 o'clock, short length 10 from now. We join with Commercial X, 7:30, we news and current affairs program will come up. Good morning, salon, second edition for this week. Stay tuned to 98.1 FM for the very best in radio listen.
Hello, Mr. S.A. Beckley. That new technology we don't bring at tongue. I want her now. Because when it's come, me man not able to do nothing. It just said they go sleep bye. Somebody tell me say, then call him flam. And now you no more get him.
Ayo! Nene. Filam, not of a mortal man, not battery. Filam battery, na good battery. Work good for all kind motor car. Na ina number one, na the wall. And Filam battery, na the best. Me motor car be non-die for 2 years, 13 months. But no way then show me Filam battery wa put her inside. Na me motor car the pass on a series. Hey, where they pass? Traffic warning, then they salute, traffic police, then they call a parang. They say, hey, that motor car the door is already.
Thank you very much, Mr. S.A. Berkeley. Now no say you na po man party for we bring this new technology battery where they call flam battery. This battery don't pull me per losses, don't pull me per agba. Flam battery. Now you can first, second, third, and all the other battery. Now for no more.
Nene, don't hear the that sick way the money man so na forgot na pharmacy. S.A. Beckley not a pharmacy for mortal man. Na pharmacy for machine then. Any kind.
But I get buy Keke. I go and buy this flam battery for them. The new technology.
Oh. I notice S.A. Beckley don't bring out.
S.A. Beckley.
Number 2 Kamusuchi Mine by Peter Bridge Johnson.
S.A. Beckley. Flam battery. S.A. Beckley, the new technology, all the way.
AI networks, the one they were there before per internet service in the country, don't 10 years.
That means, say, for 10 years now, they don't connect with to the internet. For 10 years now, they don't make sure, say, we computer, they will connect to the internet and fund them, they work fine one.
With AI networks, the internet service, you can live stream, keep online meeting free flow.
With AI network, they make sure, say, you always get quality. You for always connect to the internet. Easy one.
10 year not to pick and play. For 10 year AI networks, they get the best. AI networks, the internet fast and stable. For customer care on, no for talk. Nobody no beats them.
AI networks, you can always trust them. Enjoy better internet service, online meeting, live streaming, video games. Yes, now AI networks. Now 140 Circular Road, now the place where you forgot meet them. Now. You can call themselves now 088-240-001 or 076-240-001. Join the AI Networks family now and enjoy smooth connectivity.
Cecil, do you know any shop usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin use it. It don't one day give me problem. na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they are buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. Then don't pass 8 years na me an. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop, all team day for you.
For send money overseas on Tandem, can feel like send the money you they send them. It can slow and expensive. Now with Free Money and BNB, you can send money to over 10 countries them easy one. If fast like when you they send text message, one waste time no day. You can pay for markets where you order anytime, or you can send money for your family any side, and then go receive them just like that. No waste time. Dial *161*1# from your AfriCell line for send money overseas with Free Money. Not so magical, it's just quick and easy with Free Money and BNB.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
Close your eyes for a second. Now imagine, on the day your baby was born, you opened a kiddies account at UBA. You started saving just 1,000 millions or any amount every month with no pressure. Just 1,000. Now fast forward, your child is turning 13 and about to take the NPSC exam. You check straight to your child's UBA Kiddies savings account, then boom, over 120,000 million saved. No loans, no begging, no stress, just peace of mind. You have empowered your child, you secured their future, and you have made their dream come true. All by saving a little every month. With just 250 millions, you can open a UBA Kiddies savings account today. The UBA Kiddies account caters for children aged 0 to 13 years, managed by you, the parent or guardian. With the following, you can open your kiddies bank account with your child's birth certificate, parent's passport or driver's license, and a utility bill from the last 3 months, ensuring a minimum balance of just 250 millions with free withdrawals, monthly interest, mobile and online banking, no deposit limit, and a free SMS alert. So why wait? Hurry now and cultivate the habit of saving. Ensure your child's success. UBA Kiddies account, because small savings today mean big victories tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
Always locked down. Wait, my incredible DJ, come on! Try for one, then it's a red card. But let them go now, do. Let them go now, do. Let them go now, do. Let they no can make ends. Situation can worse, they no can make M. And if I don't close, we don't swell over and I follow no boss. Not thank you because I'm full green boss. We ain't even so I get for full red boss. Yes, boss. What MC is the head boss. Yes, boss. Bible more than they now, yeah. Yes, boss. The boss is always the boss.
News,
yes,
views,
boss.
and entertainment. Stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1. Simply the best.
Raga the jam, fire fans who get up and dance. Boom, bam, raga the jam. Music is not a competition. We the best and the best and the one contest. So we pass on the street, them they send a bad tricks. See the guy who no better respect. Cause the tree coulda you coulda never respect. Guy coach and the pass fire. Push come on, jam and the test with the chair. Cause the band contest with the Brooklyn gear. Cause the band contest with the Chelsea gear. If you tire, you for gonna do. Time gone, gone. Only one can see for gonna do. Time gone, gone. If you tire, you for gonna do. Time gone, gone. Only one can see for gonna do.
Oh, now because election they come, now you make una say this about they get light. Alright, for all my
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1. Simply the best.
What make you steady one say, you know, put me on that right now, you know out, you know, Sabi rapper, don't say you make don't say you're the best rapper, you're not superstar, time don't back you bundle gonna do, no make sense and you are beg you for don't know. Oh, now because election they come, now you make now you the go for go watch game, you know the shame, now you want forget them way you don't say
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1. Simply the best.
Time gone, gone. If you tire, you for gonna do. Time gone, gone. Only one can see for gonna do. Time gone, gone. If you tire, you for gonna do. Time gone, gone. Only one can see for gonna do. Who say they come over? Only one can see my plan we hate. Who say they come over? Only one can see down now we hate. Who say they come over?
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people. The true voice of the people.
We get the slide, we get the flow. We see the club, we see the show. We hot and strong, we not the blow. Hey, gonna do. We get the slide, we get the flow. We see the club, we see the show. We hot and strong, we not the blow. Hey, gonna do.
Democracy, the true voice of the people.
You're listening to 98.1.
Hey God, where you DJ die? Blackout, subject, Mori, yeah. DJ, come on. Now they want to we die inside we on Konski, we don't on Konski. Look where we them on never who's them we go Jensi. Under this pump scheme and just they want it. For more na guys and I all see non capside, but before salon capside, big side and go capside, especially the way I wait on the switch here.
24 minutes downside 7 for most of like 7:30 news and current affairs program will come on second edition for this week. The station with all the action, the station that rock the nation 24/7 information, education, entertainment. Radio D number 1 right from an Englandville studio on the radio DJ Kenan. In case it's just a tune, this is 98.1 FM. Stick and stay 7:30. The news and current affairs program will come out.
Big guy man, the other selfish one. Now we go put sour. Now we go put sour. Now we go put sour. We go come pull with and this yagba. Now we go put sour. Now we go put sour. Now we go put sour. We go come pull with and this one. Now we go put sour. Now we go put sour. Now we go put sour. We go come pull with and this one. We start for 31. Hey God, we start for 31. Hey now, yeah, you work hard, it's up for myself, not to say that me fault at the country agba. Look what I don't feel bad, not to say that me fault at the country agba. See, I work hard, it's tagged at the road, not to say that me fault at the country agba. Look what I don't feel bad, not to say that me fault at the country agba. Hey God, now you don't get for help with your men's get now we don't know who that for put. No put a yellow man face. No put. We don't put a get a big face. We don't get a big small nose. We don't put on that. I don't put that. No put it on. Look them. Yes, man, is stressed, not to say we vex. Not just that we not glad you, but now who that we go tell, who that we go explain ye, who that we go call when I go treat we like a fool. Because the one they will put, they look big guy like oh, they want it all the beef, so then go left give me the bone.
26 minutes downside 7 for almost the clock. In advance for you, Alia Kamara of Collector. Representing my family community. Tomorrow is specially in advance border man. Alia Kamara. Station, this is 98.1 FM. Station with all the action.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy.
Wait till you be the fan, don't finally come. We don't bring come, we AfriCell loyalty program where they make you get loyalty points with every top up what you do with AfriCell.
The more you top up, the more points you go get, where you can now exchange for minutes, data, phones, discount, and even cashback.
In on top though, you can also gain points with every transaction what you do with Afri Money. Any top up what you do with AfriCell, they count.
Dial star 4232 hash for join the loyalty program for free and start for get you points now. The more you connect, the more you collect now the loyalty program from AfriCell.
AfriCell, now we network. Introducing the AfriMoney prepaid Visa card. Now you can do it all. Pay for your online transactions with ease. Order from your favorite brands around the world. Pay for your travel needs and keep your entertainment going wherever you are. To request for your AfriMoney prepaid Visa card, dial *161 *5 *4 hash from your AfriCell line. Shop, stream, swipe, tap, and enjoy the convenience anywhere you go with the AfriMoney prepaid Visa card. AfriMoney prepaid Visa card. Safe, simple, accepted everywhere. Powered by EcoBank.
Nothing on the pressure me. Nothing on the pressure me. Yeah.
It don't take when you look for side, where you get the best skill on IT, telecommunication, computing, cyber security, database, programming, website design, and plenty other one them. Well, you all are done. KNS College, where the 18 Donda Street, Nariansa. Elect you was result not complete. You know able to enter university. Can na KNS College. Go there now and register. All them program them. They in line with international industry standard. When you done na KNS, na work go fen you. You know the fen work and get different program like telecommunication, project management, entrepreneurship and small business, and computing, IT with business management and networking. For any course where you do there, you don't get international certificates. KNS College, fully accredited by Tertiary Education Commission and National Council for Technical and Vocational Award. Then they 18 Donda Street. If you're able to reach there, call on the telephone number 079 442 442 or 075 442 442, or you visit their websites www.kns.edu.sl. Apply now because better space no dey. KNS College, skill for today, career for tomorrow. KNS 18 Donda Street, look me the road, Alana IT this week.
To all the people of this nation, real, all the lovers of radio democracy, all the lovers of radio land, the voice of the masses. Hear this, come on. Come down, selector. Come down, selector. 98.1, the voice of the people. Radio democracy, radio democracy, radio democracy, for news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy, radio democracy, radio democracy, for news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal. Second to none. Radio D, you're still number one. You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real. Sure. Yeah. Check it out. Check it.
You did teach and preach, but good governance.
Real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views.
All right, the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Short time for now, we come to you with news and current affairs program. Good morning, Salon. Stay tuned to 98.1 FM for the very best in radio listening.
Good morning, Salon. Good morning, Freetong, and good morning to all we listeners and we tune from different parts of the country and outside Salon, live from the New Englandville studio, and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, Tuesday, July 21, 2026, and we're glad for bringing this edition of the program come to you. And we will bring the program come to you this Tuesday morning. My name, Adeyemi Jackson.
And Musa Kamarana Minim. Good morning. We thought of the day say smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. We mean say Artem now in the build character and strength. We main point them for inside the edition of the program according to the Deputy Director of Public Education now ACC Sylvanus Blake. The Anti-Corruption Commission don't ask the National Revenue Authority for tap for use the Asicoda machine because some people they tamper with the system. The Director General for HIV and AIDS Secretariat, Abdul Rahman Sise, say the workplace policy on HIV and AIDS way they don't get. Go make institution them tap for ask people about the HIV status as requirements before they give them work. As Radio Democracy continue for look inside the Ecowas Summit where Salon host, we go talk to the Minister for Information and Civic Education, Cherno Ba, Abdul M. Fatoma, Chief Executive Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, and Mulku Bangura, Analyst on International and Foreign Diplomacy. We're going to talk about the Mid-Year Summit and waiting commodity and how the country go benefit from then the resolution here, whether agree at these summits.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Members, you get you live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and from we partner radio stations then.
You dey listen me live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown, Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moi 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Putloko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5 FM.
Program now Good Morning Salon. They come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can ask question or make comment by way you go text on the WhatsApp line on 077981981 or same way so you can use the same line for send your SMS on the issues that we will discuss or go navigate the Democracy Facebook page and YouTube page. Also you go follow the program live. Drop your question or comment on the issues that we will discuss inside the program today. The program now Good Morning Salon.
We start for look at issues. We go say the National Coordinator for Internal Elections Management Committee na APC party, Aji Hassan Kamadon, call on member them na the party for maintain peace during the constituency elections we go happen 25 July this year. Make this call inside one interview to Radio Democracy. Hassan Kamara talk more to Mastan Soare for this interview.
In terms of preparations, we don't do the recruitment of election staff. Training, we do wait maybe a day or two before the election. Then we do the training. We don't do most of the procurement. Obviously, we don't do budget. The leadership, we don't honor the budget. So we do work in line with the Secretariat with regards to the delegate list and the candidates list and the venues they must have for conduct all the elections there.
So what are some of the steps then where APC don't take for organize this election?
Get election rules basically. We say the Secretariat for publish the candidates list where they don't do. Also for publish the delegates list where they don't do. And the venues as well where they don't also do.
What's now on our role there in the election process?
We go now for prepare the ballot papers and RRF forms and recruit and train and deploy election staff and then conduct the elections, count the results, and at the end of the day announce the winners of the election.
So how on we ensure transparency and fairness in the election process?
We make our open and transparent. We never no secret. The only secret is per election for you ballot and secret ballot. Apart from that, everything is open. And for give people in confidence, we invite independent observers then. For candidate for observe and obviously the candidates themselves we encourage them for let them get representatives them where they represent them at the centers them for make sure say we do the right thing. Even the leadership get for send people them to go monitor how we conduct the elections. But ultimately, even if at the end of election somebody not happy with the result, get the Independent Elections Complaints Board we then can petition or complain to, and that board they get a mandate for overturn any election result we pronounce, we then say not credible.
Okay, so how delegates then get for votes?
The delegates, they will not forget the delegate lists, and we don't forget somebody with the team up where you come, so you know delegates, get you party card, and you check na the lists. You name them at the delegate list, they allow you to go inside, you go vote. It's that simple, you're not complicated.
Right, and now look at the center, the way people go for votes.
Yeah, the centers them the PPRC Bureau advice say we the IEMC, the Secretariat, the district executive, because we didn't have Newton here. So inside the if they say Kubola, I know one day go there, I'm not savvy any center there. So the only way we, and publish a center. Now when we talk to the people already on the ground, so now then we will tell you say now this now the center, because if now for instance one particular constituency big, you get like 3 big chiefdom. So they look at the most accessible area outside everybody will able to go for vote. So now they're not able to ask, then give that information there. So we publish the center.
So in total, how many centers do we get?
We get 132 constituencies across the country. In each constituency, get one center. So total of 132 centers.
So within the committee, they expect from the delegates, then we get for go vote.
Oh, they expect them to be peaceful and calm and just follow the rules and the procedure of the elections. Because if they do that, we will get the most peaceful elections. We don't get any problems at all. We don't want any rancor. We don't want any sonko. Because, and then I forgot to mention, see, even PPRC they monitor it. Any how they conduct the election, PPRC they send observers and they go observe.
Program Good Morning Salon will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. In case you just the January inside the edition of the program, we continue for look at the Ecowas Mid-Year Summit we just end na the country, and today we look at the communique them we then sign. As we mentioned earlier, they get now the studio the Minister for Information and Civic Education, Cherno Ba, and we don't join we now the program. Good morning and welcome to the program, Mr. Minister.
Assalamu alaikum. Glad to be with you.
And also we don't be joined in the studio by Abdul Fatoma, Chief Executive Campaign for Human Rights and Development International Chadi. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon. And we expect Mulku Bangura, international analyst on diplomacy, we for join we anytime from now the program Good Morning Saloon. Well, the Ecowas media summit na Lungi don't end, of course. It come with plenty resolutions them. We a 15-page document we then put together. Perhaps we're not going to watch each and every detail, but to go watch most of them we get for we directed to Saloon if we get time, and the one themselves we get for do with the region. As we inside this they've been discuss the boundary conflicts na the Mano River Union, talk about free movement of goods and trade, and also talk about the single currency, and also talk about the implementation of national unity in the country, where all this get for affect Saloon directly or indirectly. For sake of that, we studio guest them sets as we still wait for Munku for join we come to the Minister for Information and Civic Education, Cherno Ba. The Ecowas Mid-Year Summit don't end. First of all, as Minister of Government, I can describe the summit.
I think it's not just how me describe it, it's how the ECOWAS people then describe them, both in their speeches and in the final communique. Then commend Sierra Leone for the outstanding and excellent hospitality, the way we host them, and the success of the deliberations, which were chaired by His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. I think there are two major ways for describe this ECOWAS Mid-Year Summit, the 69th organized session of the community. One is Sierra Leone enhanced credibility, international credibility. We should say we belong. After 50 years of being a member of this community, at the first time this will be for host in this way, and we do them with basically no single hiccup. Even the rain coordinates with we, because if you look at every of the weather forecast, it suggests say Saturday and Sunday we're going to basically then for just rain all day. But when the heads of state they arrive, for the most part, in fact, one or two tell we'll get small drizzle. The rain collaborate with you, we're able to give all the salutes, we get a state-of-the-art facility. Everything been there as it was supposed to be done, and this takes the collective effort of all of government His Excellency President Bio, the Vice President, the Chief Minister, when I've been the chair of the coordinating group, the Foreign Minister, all the colleague ministers and Minister of Transport, we make sure say all the transport them and how we manage this as a country and as a people. The people of Lokomasama, you people them, themselves deserve credit because now them play the host community, then participate, then clean the streets and they make sure say Salon show up. And that's number one. Number two, not just the success of the hosting and international credibility, now the substance of the conversation and the outcomes. You begin to mention some of them. ECOWAS makes some major decisions. One, then talk about the single currency.
Would they come to then decisions here?
So overall, it was also a great substantive outcome for the 450 million people that within this community for say we've been get some really big positive decision. This now being by all accounts an extremely successful and outstanding ECOWAS summit.
Yes, of course. As I mentioned earlier, 15-pager communique where Salon self-mentioned they directly in the area of implementation of the unity agreements, the border issue with Yenga, and also the eco-currency get for with the region. Salon get for be affected. You get free movement of the people, you get transportation and other one. Then we get for come, we look at them in depth as Abdul M. Fatoma. Don't they follow some of the issues here? So, but you've been there at the summit. The minister don't describe as fantastic summits, and in terms of organization, you're not participants. You take parts. You've been there. How you can describe the summits in terms of organizations, in terms of reception, and all?
When you look at the opportunity we Australian get for host this one, it comes as a very good opportunity for this generation. And why? Because most of the people that will be participate in the planning, they not be non-born it with Salon join ECOWAS. And some, if they be non-born, then I be teenagers them. So they not be even get closer for no waiting when they go on. So the president talk in statement say on the first day, say in government happy for the two landmark facilities. One completed, one incomplete, work in progress. We're at the hotel facility, right? And then you see say small challenges them in terms of sitting accommodation. You know, it be a little bit challenge, and that we get for look back to like what I say. Most of the people that we plan this thing and we been a coordinate, they not been unborn yet, and some even them been unborn, then I be teenager, so they get no experience in hand for international conference organization, not a civil society international organization. I mean heads of state. So with that, you see a little bit of challenges. But when you look at the security coordination, it was very good. And when you look at even the transportation, the organization of the transport within, the government WAF and the tag green, it be also well organized. Like since 2012, where I use ferry, now only this occasion make I use ferry, about 2 times. So like I use tag green, then government WAF, then I use Kisi Terminal. I just want to see the experience, how it go. But all be well organized. Like the other trip I traveled with the other 4 heads of state, then we all been inside the ferry. Very calm, well coordinated, and other thing. But I think one thing we either the journalists them or the government or they put more emphasis on when the contractor them say when you get a infrastructure project, a very big ambitious, but then it comes with a lot of other economic opportunity. Just a second before you ask me follow up. 1,200 Sierra Leoneans benefit from the construction. We get job opportunity. I mean, that should be a good thing, not a negative thing to the people of this country. Waiting we they look for now, how judiciously we they look into these two landmark facilities as the president described them, how we they sustain them, and how we they use the sources from that sustenance for concentrate on other deprived priority area where we prioritize this over them.
Abdul Fatoma, we go look into that in terms of protecting the structures so and how the country could get for continue for benefits from them two structures that we also inside the program. Earlier on you mentioned say during the conference in terms of the infrastructure where they construct na Lunge, small challenges be there. You mentioned about one sitting accommodation. Apart from also
I want to lay down.
At the camp, Mr. Minister, we talk about challenges. And also, when you talk to colleague journalists, them will be present at the conference. One of the challenge where they face, where they raise up, that enough sitting accommodation not be there for journalists. If, in terms of facilities, them for make them go able for charge their equipment and other things. Them overall, you think this the structure not be well properly built or coordinated in terms of building and in terms of how they go able for make them in a way just like our other international conference center can they?
Well, I don't know how many international conference centers some of the journalists and we come up with that really don't go, with no disrespect. When they tell you say this is a multi-purpose, now you get boxing activity, you're able to host Ayanda. You see, you look at the left and the right side, you see like a stadium sitting facility. So like they even able for do tennis, indoor tennis court. But what I tell you about, these people them, some of them will be part of that planning committee. The time we join ECOWAS, ECOWAS begin do international event at different countries. Some they not be non-born it. And the one they will be non-born. Then I be teenagers then. They're not going to go closer. Maybe some they not be even be non.
But some don't travel out of the country and not only attend conferences.
Yeah, but different I don't attend conferences now. All the continent, all right, and all the big cities. Different conference hall get different facilities. So, waiting I be say, it seems as if, based on my experience, the number of people that wait for the inside that place, based on the sitting and thing the way they provide for, we will get legitimate invitation, and you get people that way want for block the way, and you even get for see the press secretary in way not to security, it serve as a security. For they stop them people them that then get for give way. So that challenge now I highlight that some of them challenges and they've been there. No. But not the facility, not bill sitting accommodation or neither charging. My own phone be charged throughout. But I see minister then they will be get power bank. So I don't know if the journalists them they will be get power bank because they not get side for charge.
Now you say you don't attend conferences. Mm-hmm. And when we get this conference center in Alunge, one thing government emphasize on it promotes conference tourism. And if it promotes conference tourism, now salon people therefore they lead for organizing conferences here. From what happened, what do you think say the country for learn in terms of organizing such conference?
If not to the government get for lead any international conference, it get for be very challenging for the organizers for get people them from Freetown or other part of Sierra Leone apart from Port Loko and Lunge itself. Because imagine I don't attend conferences and locally, some local people then they some international conferences and they cannot give them up to $200 or $300. And then, some people then they not go with that ferry because now whether the president be involved and the government really involved, the schedule work according to and system then work. But then if not to that, the better option and alternative get for BC coach or CBAD. Where if you not go through flight schedule time, you get for hire about $500. But if you go flight schedule time, you get for pay $45 for go, $45 for come. And so many people, either in the media or the civil society, enjoy attending conferences for their allowances, because for them it makes difference. So this now the investment bring a provocative infrastructure appetite for the people of Sierra Leone and the government of Sierra Leone. That a push now than ever before, the government of Sierra Leone for try for make the bridge where they link Lunge to Freetown, and then provide more infrastructure, plan for Port Local, because look inside the facility there. If them put you down, you don't get motor car, then put you down. You get for work at down from the hotel, from the entrance gate of the airport, and work at go like you they go to the airport. Then you go if you by your right or so for access the facility. So transportation I need for really improve Nalunge, and also a proper infrastructure plan for Lunge that will help for where we really get the tourism thing. But now we they wait if also the hotels have go down on record time, because if we're able to get our, as John Mahama say, a world-class international conference center, Barro's a monumental edifice, so each of these African Ecowas leaders then give a very beautification description, but you the way you should, now you know how they born you. So waiting we now really miss it from your perspective. This investment don't provoke we for let we intensify we appetite on infrastructure and very good city planning for Lunge.
I will come to Minister again on the conference planning and also lessons learned for future conferences like this. You've been a part of the people we organize as government minister. What do you want to learn from this conference that in the future want to go correct?
Lost on me say Salon just hosts the biggest conference in this country in 50 years. We pull her off without a single incident, and we start the conversation now and focus on whether journalists them in Sidom. It's something any people in Kenya say we in a salon will let for pick and choose on the smallest things. By any and all accounts, this is now one of the best conference facilities in Africa. Full stop. I talked to Aliko Dangote. I've been getting opportunities for David Amina Mohammed. Like my brother, I have no parts of the world, no, they want to attend conferences. I've attended more UN conferences for 20 years. I've attended EU conferences. I've gone to everywhere on the face of the earth. I don't did in at the green room. I sit down heads of states. I deal with world leaders. I work on them team. What Sierra Leone just achieved, which we put up so, is world-class standard. Full stop.
What do you want to learn from this conference in the future in terms of organizations, in terms of arrangement and others?
We brought a write an article, Omar Farouk, CC write an article. He said the most important lesson we will learn is yes, we can. In the opening speech, the Honorable Vice President said, this place they symbolize that we as a people, before defined by impossibilities, we can make them possible. President Bio in the opening speech said, Ibi ma, the thing they say we able do, we don't demonstrate that we can do. We should say as a people, and I think this is critical. Psychologists in Kotai say, if you imagine and dream something that you can do it, you are able to do it. If you've been telling even we across government, a lot of people, if you tell them just 6 months ago, me and you say we will be landing at your own place. It took 4.5 months for complete this. It shows, say, as a country, if we put heart to big things, we can. In this short time, 6 months, CM the chair, the meeting, the way the airbots, every Friday we go to different committees, me a chair of the Hospitality and Information Committee, we get all these different pieces. Keep in mind, we hosted here about 11 national leaders. We hosted here over 50 ministers from around the world. We hosted Deputy Secretary General, the richest black man alive in the world today. We hosted hundreds of delegates all across the world. It went as seamlessly as you can. Like my brother talk, you talk about infrastructure, transportation. Keep in mind, everybody sleep on this side because we're not done the facility and it's on that side for they even spend the night. Everybody sleep on this side, but we're able to seamlessly transport. You know, you say, oh, we forget this person gets stuck here, this person, this, that. So what we have learned is first and foremost, when you have a leader with a vision and a clarity of mind where President Bill gets, and he puts together a team, salon people, yes, we can. Plenty time day, we go through, go pick, say, okay, I must pass this for don't get, would that for don't go inside, would that not for don't come inside. But I could tell you, first of all, for the facility, the capacity of that auditorium is 1,400. We had way less than the capacity in there. In fact, the facility is so amazing. Some of the seats they go inside. What you want for extend that, you bring the car out again.
We need to ask
even more and more.
It's not a facility. Yeri, the person we attend, we na Abdul M. Fatoma. You see, even Keketoma way for be press secretary, the cyber security block people.
No.
So we don't ask about the facility. We ask about organization. What you wanna learn from this that in the future?
I think you can frame that. We all, the reason the other thing will learn, to your point about Keketoma, is that when we put aside we egos and the titles of we positions and say we all the work for salon in the moment we time come for work. I sure say Abdul Fatoma did things on that day the way see some and go on jumping. I did that. I be then at gates. We heads of state then they come. I be then at the red carpet for welcome them. Sometimes they see the crowd in delegation, they want cross go towards the plane. We say no, it's 5 people. At one point I meet him up, they stop them. Journalists were
that have been part of your role?
No, because at this moment, sir, the role is Sierra Leone. It no matter whose name I get, whose title I get. In that moment, we all they do whatever it took. Now, President Bill tell you. President Bill, at one point, one be at the banquet, right? When in colleague grab for talk, simultaneous interpreter not been there. This is the fountain of honor. He sets the example, not to in job for go check if the room they be ready like I be do. That's not the job. But the president show we say, in this moment, Sierra Leone is on the stage, and we all know the check with ego. We all know the check title or position. We all for do what it take. And then brother Keketoma do, and then the chief minister do. The honorable vice president. The night after the first day, the second day. Now holding at that holiday till almost midnight. All man don't go by 6-7. He came back, go through, make sure say the bathrooms are clean, everything is ready. The suites there also will be they can host the villa them for can host the heads of states there. We're not in waiting rooms. He went in there checking everything. Waiting and they show you is that in salon, we all able to put aside with titles and a dandy the airport for achieve the impossible. This was an impossible task. For let we country over 50 years, we not do this. We not get collectively we not get the experience. Even you, the first way Canada 98 here, the way you do now, not to the same way.
We can't look at the communique and we join with our studio guest. But I ask you earlier if you learn anything in terms of organization.
We learn say where we put our hearts on something we can do. We learn say when we plan well.
On a scale of 10, how you can describe the organization?
11.
Over.
You said 1 to 10. I said the organization was 11.
The program Gud Mornin Salon, the country from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Are they hear me?
The program, the continues the program. They join with other studio guests. We just join with now the program. We na Mulko Bangura. We na analyst on international relations, foreign diplomacy. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Believe say when you come, you don't listen to Abdul Fatoma. We attend the Ecowas Mid-Year Summit, and also the minister will just give the overall perspective of the Ecowas Mid-Year Summit we just joined. You know, analyst, you don't monitor, you don't follow this conference from the pre-stage up to the stage where it on this. So now, from the international relation perspective, which now you take on the ECOWAS Mid-Year Summit where Salon just host?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. I think we need them as a nation. Whether you support the current administration, or whether you're at the opposition party, or whether you not believe in this particular summit, or the whole plan and everything around it, irrespective of course, pre-existing challenges, we need them as a nation. For so long, for many years starts from last year, all we have been receiving is bad press, international flag, and which is not good for the country as a whole. And this is a summit where you don't attract Sierra Leone as a nation, at least for the right reasons. We saw international journalists injecting Al Jazeera from all over the world. They can cover Sierra Leone for the right reasons. And as a whole, it's basically the hallmark of the president in reign as a chairman. We need this. We need some break in international stage. It's much necessary PR for Sierra Leone as a whole. We prove to the world, say, we have a lot to offer. We show the world, say, there is more beyond within than they see and within the world they see. We able to show human resources, we able to show organization, we able to show plan, we show infrastructure. This is what we call diplomatic tourism. We show we regional partners then for, say, Sierra Leone is open to investment, open for investment, and Lungi is I mean, we go say Lungi, it's not perfect. So you see loads of opportunities. That's a perfect stage for sure. Say, come here, invest. We have a lot to offer. We need that. That's what we need as a nation.
You, from the different narrations so far, we don't monitor now social media from different people. You think this conference don't help for build the image and credibility of the country in the outside world? Because you just mentioned, say, the country we need a break, taking into consideration the backlash the country we don't face.
Absolutely.
He thinks that this conference able to build that image and trust back at the outside world?
Absolutely, without any doubt, any fear. Look, we can't show them an edifice, right? It's beautiful. I mean, like I say, we all know the challenges. I get some reservations, with this conference hall. Then it's clear. However, we can show them, so we get an infrastructure that could host, I mean, any class of people, any conferences, and that infrastructure they can daily. Somebody from Nigeria or big organization from Nigeria, let's say UB, they want to get a conference. They can move from Nigeria now, then can Sierra Leone, then can host Lungi, then can enter. That's revenue for the country, and that's also publicity. And look, we can't get this Ecowas depot. You know what I mean? That Ecowas depot is going to be a very strategic and structural, infrastructure. That Ecowas depot, we get for be like a hub, logistical hub. We get for be like the coordination center for all ECOWAS activities. Remember, we don't benefit from ECOWAS greatly during the war. You understand? That hub they can be anytime now we ECOWAS need any logistics. They have us scramble. They have us scramble. Say, who's how they go get logistics? Who's how they will get together? Who's how they mobilize? That hub they don't become that center. That's a very, I don't know how to call them. It's very vital for Sierra Leone because now guess what? When in the plan, the first Saturday they go take care of Nalungi logistical hub. Let's secure there. Let's make sure see resources today. And no forget, we have to provide job opportunities for a number of people there. We have to picking every day study logistics and procurement in this country. That is going to be a source for students or experts we don't study procurement logistics for in the future for get a job and learn hard-on skills.
We can look at the communique and how for maintain some of them legacy we'd already start for mentioned.
Yeah.
You earlier say you don't mention the things them way you think say this conference don't bring to Salon in terms of good name, but you also say you get your reservation.
Yes.
What's in your reservation about the conference?
Yeah, good question. Well, the first reservation, the fact say, I mean, we only say not to secrets now. The conference, the edifice cost $124 million, right? The total cost we would know so far, and currently they're not done yet, right? They're still put on together. Well, number one, the EPCF agreement was basically positioned at Parliament, was tabled at Parliament in February by the Minister of Finance for debate so that Parliament could ratify them. The problem with that was there were some details that were not made known according to mayor records and according to the reports where I get. Details like the bank where loan we certain amount of money. Yeah. Okay, now EBID? Yes. It's clear now? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. And then, I don't know, in that conference, did we see the payment plans, the interest rates?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I had the Minister of Finance, the Financial Secretary.
Okay.
Again, we went through. This was, again, completely transparent.
Okay.
We've been very public about it. We explained the nature of it. We explained our salon, the guarantee we provide. All of that is
okay. Well,
public
that's within maybe gets as as a question. And the other concern I get was the speed. This thing was tabled in February, and the construction, basically, major part of the construction has been completed inside this June, July. Right?
4.5 months.
Yeah, 4.5 months. If that thing they happen between the short period of time, nothing is impossible at this country for them. I'm not seeing any impossibility in terms of infrastructure development in the future. I wish the same speed they would take for basically do all that infrastructure that we don't do for so long now. You understand? Because this is a demonstration for, say, with the political will, with the willingness, anything is possible. And we need to see the same speed, the same urgency in such, in future infrastructure projects.
Continue for stay with we inside the program. We'll come back to you. They look at some of the outcomes them we get for do with international relations and diplomacy as we analyst inside the program. Account to Abdul M. Fatoma. In the communique we they do now this summits. You don't see the communique?
I listen.
Okay.
But I not read them.
Okay.
But then you can go ahead and ask.
What thing that you take home from the conference in terms of the communique them, though we come to the specific one them we regard Salon before we look at the region as a whole?
One fundamental thing we come out now the duration. When you look at some of the timeline a work with Sierra Leone National Development Plan from 2026 to 2030, right? And I don't know how far. It don't say where we don't hear about the Ecowas single currency for a very long time. And they always don't give you a cap. And now we get another 4 years. For that we go get them, almost 3.5 years. For that we go get that. And you look at how important that could be and the challenges where that will come with. We already talk about an ECOWAS, we get a low trade barriers. And we they talk about ECOWAS, we still, even though they use the ECOWAS ID card for some ECOWAS national, because still some ECOWAS country, then they were not able to provide it for their citizens, the single ECOWAS ID card. But for we in Sierra Leone and probably in Ghana, then we get that ID card. We can able use them without passport or a traveling certificate. But then you still get a number of days where they will tell you, say, if they, not them country, then we quite different from that. So one significant thing we get for left now the history of ECOWAS, even if ECOWAS survive or it not survive, this declaration we will talk about, it refer to a small town with a gateway to Sierra Leone, Lunge. So people that we don't know Sierra Leone, we go read that document, go read the name Lunge, even they know how for call them or not. But the fundamental thing is that not Freetown, the capital city, but a town, a smaller town in Sierra Leone called Lunge, that is such a landmark decisions that may take place if the single currency come into being. The pipeline, the gas pipeline, when that become matured and beneficial to Africa and Europe, the title of that reflect on the same small town and a chiefdom called Kafubulon Chiefdom, local district. So these are some of the good takeaway, but policies requires continuous monitoring, because in policy implementation, after we pass the formation stage, we come to the implementation stage. We still they look from the formation stage the things the beneficiaries and the cost and the beneficiaries. So now the projects come with two landmark building, like I said earlier. One completed, the other one incomplete but work in progress. So if you want to do a honest conclusion, analysis on this, you get for exercise patience and see if that will be done. The political will in every policy, once it pass cabinet, it begin political will. Once it pass through parliament, it begin political will. Now priority. We see that, say, the president of this country prioritize the hosting of this ECOWAS and the facilities away for enabler for let it go host a successful conference. A prioritizer, a put in energy, a become an inspector of facility. Like it be dance under the rain during in campaign. And this one, even rain in the camp, a day within team they go inspect hotels to hotel. I ask for adjustment of carpet or let them remove, because it don't go to other conferences, it don't see the kind of honor where they honor. So if we can put that priority, since we born Freetown like me, so the one that we born Freetown, some man they we don't born a community, right? We're born a community.
Yes.
Falabai born. Wait for me. Like we are born a born district. Wait for me. So some people then they 30 days they not get pipe borne water inside the compound. Some community then they up to now they not get electricity. So when we put emphasis, the political will they follow we get electricity. The political will they follow we get water, but we not prioritize it over other issue. So that now we challenge.
Would they come back to you? Would they go for a break? Now we look at this ECOWAS, the outcomes and legacy how Salon for maintain. Would they go for a short break? I'll continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
Bloomberg digital banking don't come for way.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank are the one bosso.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abu left fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom anytime in the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
Tell me what in the stop nonsense.
You dey look for side for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, now the term is so for keeping money with any community bank or financial services association, which then they call FSA, with their own side na salon, because then a good party with good condition, way easy for the ordinary man.
They go guide you fine one, but how for manage your money for change your life and the people them and you community. Remember say when you keep your money in a bank where they near you not just they keep money for bye but you they help your community for go before.
So waiting you the wait. You be businessman or farmer, petit together, so he ask person, teacher or anybody keep your money in any community bank or FSA where they near you and see how your life go better. Tell me what in the stop nonsense.
The program Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chegnoba, and also Abdul Fatoma, Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights Development International, El Mulkum Bangura, with Diplomacy and International Foreign Relations Analyst. As today, we will look at the outcome of the Ecowas Mid-Year Summit we just done. We will continue for the program. We will take one per headline story. That's also inside 2010, the National Revenue Authority be start for use the Asikuda system as way for tap corruption in the country. But this BNTM, the Anti-Corruption Commission, don't begin for investigate NRA because of corruption allegation them through the Asikuda system. We make the Deputy Director of Public Education, ACC, Sylvanus Blake say, ACC don't recommend to the National Revenue Authority for tap for use the Asikuda machine because some people don't they tamper with the system. We make NRA they lost plenty couple. Sylvanus Blake explained more to Usman Kamara inside this interview.
The Anti-Corruption Commission, they investigate several issues at the NRA. And one pandemic for do with this issue where they do the Asikuda system, how that system they work. And this investigation begin on the backdrop, say people then they interfere with the Asikuda system and then they collude with bank who command them for delete some of the payments them we don't come in, we for big government money. So if you watch one receipt, you go tell like this person don't pay for this, but the system where they prove say the payment the way you go, they find anything. And not today, then kind compromises of the Asikuda system. We come actually for prevent then kind risk they happen. So we investigate and we don't conclude one limb of the investigation.
All right. What's involved in terms of money?
The truth is, by the time we investigators then begin, they talk about 300 billion volumes. But the object of the investigation, I been for know if it happened and I happened. The findings now that we initial report, because this is not just one investigation on NRA. Other one them they will don't they conclude and the report then will meet them. We findings now that we not able to ascertain even the exact amount of money where the government don't lose because of then deletions because the number of deletions will take place. There is no way to trace it. We bring consultant, IT consultant when the commissioner hire. The Asikuda system is built in such a way that people on the back end only get privilege for delete, or would that then grant access and get privilege for delete. And when they delete, there is no way you go able to trace what in then delete. So if we be able to trace how many deletions and be aware of say one deletion at 2 leon, then at 10 deletions, then you gonna say that 20 leons missing. But as at the conclusion of this investigation, we're not able to tell the public for now, say, now this amount exactly missing. Okay. But the truth is, money missing.
All right. So, as you mentioned, say, plenty delete happen, especially in the system. What are the people we, be questioned in relation to this particular money or the system?
So when the investigation begin, the Anti-Corruption Commission be able to bring in 10 people for investigation. Among them 10 people, plenty now command NRA. We include people in the IT department, several people, and several other people we some tellers in a bank. We then because the Asikuda tellers then in a bank, and NRA they give them access for reconcile. What in go pay at the bank, you reconcile them. It's a complex process, but it built with the intention say it will make corruption difficult to happen. So then 10 people here will investigate, will be detain them, grant them bail, we don't write. There are some of them we just don't recommend, say them for remove them from the department and they directly play with Asikuda. There are 3 of them who don't recommend for make they interdict them and where possible terminate. And there are some way, like for example, the director will be in IT, we will recommend say them for ask them further questions.
All right, this issue get to do with Abu Kamara, the man of the many buildings.
So a good way you ask this question because Abu Kamara and I be the person we want for NRA related fraud, and Abu Kamara left Salon. We will not don't begin the investigation yet, sir, because if we don't know what we do on account of Abu Kamara, we investigate him for unexplained wealth. We investigate him and charge him to court in absentia. On this Asikuda investigation, all the 10 people we talk to, none pande not tell we or mention the name of Abu Kamara. He's being held accountable for possession of unexplained wealth and corrupt acquisition of wealth. And the judge don't agree for all sell 3 and host them.
Alright, in other words, that they should say still corruption they happen at NRA despite the system where governments don't put in place. I mean, for handle the revenue. In relation to that, what will be the key recommendation to this particular system? Is it that let them continue for use them or wanna propose another one?
So thank you very much. So we recommendations to NRA are strong, very strong. Comprehensive forensic audit and technical review. This deletion thing not to today start. 2, immediately suspend and restrict the system. There are like 10 recommendations, but the 10th is the most important. Replacement of the Asikuda system. Lastly, but very importantly, we believe say the Asikuda system is deeply compromised and largely outdated and for be replaced with newer systems were equipped with better security.
That not the Deputy Director of Public Education at the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sylvanus Blake. They talked to Usman Kamara inside the interview there. Also, say ACC don't recommend to the National Revenue Authority for tap for use the Asikunda machine system because some people don't tamper with the system. We make NRA they lost plenty couple. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program where they come over to we studio guest them and I'll come back to you, Abdul M. Fatoma from Chadi. Before we go for the break and that insert, you be the make a point on the communicate them and one get for do with the single currency where you be they talk about. Also you mentioned about the duration in terms of achieving the single currency for working at the Ecowas region. You can continue from that point.
Yeah, the almost 3.5 years we don't remain for there we go see that come to reality based on the pronouncement from the communique from the West African leaders them. If they put if they because I'm not sure several time ECOWAS meeting they not tell we when this opportunity the ECOWAS bank governors and been on the meet years back and don't determine say that will come to reality. And you know I don't know if the same plan Trade 9 but the host country for the ECOWAS bank. So but if that comes to reality, it will be a huge boost for the ECOWAS economy, and it will now make their trade become so easy. It will reduce the lower barrier to the very, very easy. Because now you look at when we take money from Sierra Leone, you go Guinea, you know how the money they drop, or we go with money, you go Salon money, now Mali, for example, or Senegal, you're not able for user, right? And then you also bring the your money now, you're not go able for user. Pass you get for be forced for go into foreign currency outside of Africa. That is either the USD or the Euro. For let you go able for really do a proper transaction, but not we own. So with a single currency now, it guarantee ECOWAS citizen, like will get with ECOWAS passport or ECOWAS member state citizen now get ECOWAS passport. Okay. So I mean these are some of the things that we I think say when once this reality will come to real, Lunge will always be mentioned because now the declaration take place.
Make I come to the Minister for Information. The Convergence Council for Single Currency Salon Charam through the Minister for Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura. 2027, now one of the resolutions then say the currency for be launched, the eco currency. How prepared Salon Day as a member country na ECOWAS for join the eco currency?
I think first of all, you need to understand why the eco currency is important. We get 450 million people or so within the sub-region. Currently, if you get money in a salon, you want to go buy in a Guinea, where you cross up, where you go, you need for change. Where you change in a transaction. The post where they change so they make money, you the lost some money. You're gonna buy, you the buy. Where you get from now, you go buy goods. So you come back again, the money you don't get in a Guinea, where you come back in a salon, you need for change again, you the lost money again. That currency, it is limit to it. We're one of the few regions na these continents we still get a challenge there. If you go to Central Africa, then get a currency there, then get like a currency zone there, right? And you see many other countries. And for example, Europe, one of the big advantages of integration now with the single currency, the euro, right, will be help them for let them basically integrate the market. For years, West Africa don't make this goal say we will get one currency, the echo. And like I say, under President Bill in chairmanship, now one of the successful aspects of under President Bill in chairmanship, the adoption of a definite date, 2027. All the members them, based on the level of preparation, we don't commit say they move towards finally follow adopt and get this single currency. We will strengthen our economies there, we will support we so to answer your question directly. Na Salon chair. Now, Salon don't be part of this conversation for a long time. Salon, they put in place the steps we need for put in place for a lot of people and benefit. Because actually now West Africa, we will gain a lot. Because when you think about we market, 8 million people, it's small. If you think about some major investors that they talk to across the world, then we'll say, well, look, the problem is now if I need for me to take advantage of also waiting the happen, just take ECOWAS no more. Mano River Union no more. When you expand to Mano River Union, now you're talking about a real market, right? You get almost 10 million people, so 20 million people, so then you're talking closer to 20, 30, 40 million people. But if you still again you need to go change your restrictions, and then I make them not just talk about the currency, and talk about the affirmation and commitment to free movement of people and goods. For let us continue to facilitate that, so we'll truly create this one market and take advantage of the benefits them we then go carry. So now one of the big outcomes, I'm glad we asked that question there, of this historic ECOWAS summit chaired by President Julius Maada Bio.
Now, okay.
You listen to Abdul Fatoma. The issue of this eco currency, yes, not so today they don't give dates for start for use and one of the things where Abdul Fatoma mentioned get for do with time, duration, and he mentioned about whether this is something we achievable looking at the time where they don't get now 2027.
Yeah.
Country for begin use the eco currency. You think say on Salon perspective this achievable this time round?
I believe so. I think say one of the steps then we you see different this time is not just put an aspirational date and put a definite date. And this time they not put 5 years from now. I can joke with me party and say if anybody we say we're married, but they say no they married this year or they say I get for married in 2 years time or next year December, that person already for married it. In this case, we're just talking about a year. We're already 2026. They don't set a target. In fact, but if you read the communique well and say based on the level of preparedness, because also if you just jump into a single currency, everybody just jump and adopt that currency, it could lead to economic challenges. So waiting they do now for make sure say there's a careful, intentional introduction of this currency for benefit the people then. And I confident say the step when they adopt, so say by 2027 we don't begin see the introduction of the currency. I'm confident in the watch.
Would they come back to you, Minister for Information, and also we other studio guests we Namulko on this single currency before we move to other resolutions and we directly relates to Salon. Would they go for this break? We'll continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
Cecil, do you know any shop usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin use am. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. no to copyright Balestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Balestino don't open Balestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop. All team dede for you.
Not to know the pressure me.
Hey! They don't do one more, they don't do one. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the number 1 foreign exchange bureau in the country, they give all them customers them 1% cashback for every transaction where they make through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA.
Na indon so?
Not so indon so, nice K. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, don't 1% the game. So you will get Fambul, Paddy, or business partner where they send for you money through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA. Run go now any PC and Son shop where they all about the country. For you where they free tongue, PC and Son shop they now 16 Godrich Road Lumley, 59 Wellington Street, 31 Guard Street, 19 Frobe Road, 10 and 53 Sanya Bacha Street, 32A Wilkinson Road, 9 Couture Road, and 24 City Road Port C. For Waterloo Famulem, within a 9A Liverpool Street, Waterloo. For Famulem where they upline, within a 76 Sky Corridor Road Corner, within a 5 Palmer Street Kabbalah, 54 Dambala Road Bow, within our number 4 Denby Street Kenema, 39 Robane Road Makeni, 137 Airport Ferry Road Lunge, Lagos Compound Kailaun, and 35 IDA Road, Cambia. Tell your neighbor say, PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the 1% the game.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue to come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You don't send your message on the number 077981981. Also, now we Facebook page now time for make look at 4 sets of messages. Them we join we studio guest them now the program again. This one from Ibrahim Sise. They say a regional currency may strengthen integration, but what real benefit will it bring to Sierra Leone if our currency still struggles to support the daily lives of citizens? Should strengthening our local currency come before adopting a common currency? True currency integration begins with a strong national economy, not just a shared banknotes. From Ibrahim Sisi on our Facebook page.
This one from Offscreen say, with the issue of the Ecowas hub, was there a diplomatic, economic, psychological approach done in which rational utility maximization and relational empathy for citizens, national advantage versus regional and global good, considering aggressive infrastructure investment has often occurred without a fully integrated supportive economic policy, leaving the citizens with faith hope approximately 23.9 billion of domestic debt with a GDP below 50%.
Amadou Barry said the same speed should be used to implement the construction of the national stadium.
Mohamed Thomas Kamara said delegates and the public are raising concerns about the inadequate facility maintenance and a shortage of accessible power outlets at state-owned venues. What specific maintenance budget or upgrade plans are being allocated to fix these basic utility limits?
Okay, this one says, Obra Abdul Fatoma, are you saying that the mighty international conference building doesn't have enough power outlets to charge the phones?
This one said, this other one said, the discourse on how the Ecowas Summit was organized is lengthy and does not warrant a media discussion. Kindly focus on outcome and impact to Sierra Leone and the sub-region.
This one say, Amadou Sise say, can our minister take the people of this country seriously for once? How would you give yourself 11% when you are rated, when you are to rate yourself over 10%? Is that not corruption in itself?
This one from Brahma says, Mr. Minister, this is not what people may think of how successful the entire building project went or how the summit went. I think this should be just a basic project to execute. Minor things like this should continue without thinking of who is watching or talking about what you are doing, sir.
This one from Oluwa Mikokai say that show say salon dey backward. Na president for go check if toilet clean.
This one Amadou say, Mr. Minister, with all these sweet talks, why was the president beaten in an election for a second term of the chairmanship right in his own country?
Okay, this one, more messages them inside the program. Good morning, Salon. This one say from Brian, I say, Mr. Minister, how ready are we? Should the new Ecowas currency start now? Well, from them messages here, because of time, we come and continue for send you text message on number 0779819881. Also, on our Facebook page and we YouTube page. We they come back, we come to Mulku for respond to messages them. But you start with the issue of the single currency. We will discuss as one of the outcomes them now this Ecowas summit.
Thank you so much. I can always say this: I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, neither am I the strongest avenger. But my opinion, I think it matters. I'm of a different opinion with this ECOWAS single currency. We have been on this for the past 10 years, right? I think the low-hanging fruit we ECOWAS would really focus on is having an ECOWAS integrated payment system that is quick, fast, and easy. What do I mean? If I get me a phone now, I get Orange Money, right? And I go see a good Nigerian man, they sell on nice, fine goods. Suppose for there, I send the money through MTN, through Orange Money. The Nigerian man, they use MTN, right? It's not a network. They receive the cash payment in Nigerian Naira. If somebody, they sell a particular good in Ghana, right? And then they want to pay for it. So I use Orange Money and pay the person receiving in Ghanaian cities. This is simple. We already have an existing payment system. Nigeria gets two payment switch, right, owned by private sectors, right? We can just simply ride on the current infrastructure hub and try for integrate, right? Imagine 400 million, this ECOWAS, over 400 million people. Digitally, you claim, so I'm not getting facts, but that 400 million people, over 75% is already connected, right? Just like what's in M-Pesa do now, East Africa. If you have an integrated payment system, you interconnect everybody. I will make a payment. You know what you don't do? That man with the so na yaso, we get into the shop with the so na yaso. You don't extend in customer base to Nigeria and Ghana, right? You don't make it able to sell, it tap into the customer base in Nigeria. We get over 200 million people in. That's very easy. It's very simple, the infrastructure daily. Bank transfers, they become very easier. At the able dinner, I make me bank transfer. We've spent so much time on this ECOWAS one thing, eco currency, and we don't see how long it take. And guess what? It's not actually going to actualize anytime sooner. Because for even
but there is a date now, 2027.
Yes,
already.
But there are benchmarks. There are certain things they all for satisfy the nation before you join. And no forget, even Europe not use one single currency. This is the mistake they make. Russia they use the ruble 30 day, right? The UK they use them pounds. Okay, so the single currency it's a very nice and good and kumbaya kind of solution. But I think the low-hanging fruit is an international payment, regional payments system, where they're able to integrate with all and put automatically, if they do that one day, it's so easy, automatically over 350 million people you don't connect there. Easy. Okay. Easy. So for me, I mean, ECOWAS need to go back and start looking at that alternative and see if they can start exploring it right away and not take 10 years.
Okay, we come to Abdulrahman Fatoma for response to messages before we come to the minister and look at other resolutions then we relate to Salon.
The person say the place not get charging facility. I don't know if you been listening me well. I see ministers them and possibly journalists themselves be holding power bank there, but I see ministers and hold power bank. Meaning they want for charge them phone. So, but I mean that place the microphone them in there, speakers them in there, lights been there on. So I don't know why you not go get charging socket. This modern day and nobody no go build any facility. We no go create a charging. So my good friend or my good person will say that please, if you get away for edit that your business, edit and back. That not to me say that, because if you continue with that, mean you don't misrepresent my own statement inside this money. And you see, this are the 26 years we done so for eco currency, 26 good years. So even maybe this possible they send that text will not be number on it. Probably so, maybe. So we hope when we clock the 27 years, but you see the caveat in there, it depends on the preparedness. Because you go just jump into a single currency if your country not well prepared. So, but maybe the one for kickstart, even 3 members can start for user, then the others join. Because currently, like I tell you, not all ECOWAS member states, they use ECOWAS ID card. Now, few countries like Sierra Leone, Ghana, and then still they use ECOWAS ID card. Now then don't begin they do that. Maybe Liberia don't begin, I don't know, but aware about Sierra Leone and Ghana. So maybe not so the money self go there. Finally, by 2027, then go into that. And then the other thing is about where the person talk. It's about the priority. Political will then they on with development. The political will, it inside the manifesto promises, or it on the inside the national agenda plans them. So these are political will, but priority. Now you get money, you want to buy iPhone, but then you think say you get other priority, you go say like they manage with Samsung or Techno. So you go scrap the iPhone and concentrate on the other priority and subsidize, for that. So we get a lot of national development and we're hungry for transformation.
Okay.
We road network, we still get potholes, now the city. We still get challenges with access to education. We still get challenges with access to health. We still get challenges on with correctional services and police stations. We still get challenges in with court buildings. But these are all priority. But then the project for the ECOWAS Summit, it will bring a lot of other benefits. We will help address some of these other challenges if we handle them well.
Make we come to the Minister for Information with a text message from FST, the big man. Say, waiting government don't prepare so far. Banks, POS, mobile money, ATM, they're ready for the single currency come 2027. I come to the Minister for Information and Civic Education for respond to the messages them with the last one in terms of salon preparedness.
Just to be clear, the resolution say ECOWAS reiterate in firm commitment for launch the ECO in 2027 as a key instrument for deepening integration and promotes inclusive and resilient growth. It said the authority they resolve say the launch could commence. It could start within country that we don't meet the established convergence criteria. Can I say this criteria that set? And we're ready for participate. At the same time, this is not the important part, appropriate support will be provided to the country that we're not ready yet. So we will facilitate the subsequent accession to the single currency. This is very important. And I remember that could talk just not say, well, low we move, low just use the payment switch. Salo already gets a payment switch. We try to integrate a payment switch there as well globally. You see, it already facilitates a lot of payments now. But I think there's an additional benefit with a single currency. I just talked about movements. I just talked about you get your goods, the ability for money, for get single currency. Imagine, think about that. If you're a filmmaker as Salo, you're not creative, or you're not possibly produce something as Salo, now so you need to sell to 8 million people anymore. You sell to 400 million people. Then they know what to do for you. And you easy for you move down there, for you get paid quickly from Nigeria. You remember right now, if you get money in Nigeria right now, for move money from Nigeria for Kaya, I know this, if you're working in Nigeria, for move cash from Nigeria for Kansalo right now, extremely difficult. So that no more the limits businesses and not to payment switch, no one challenge because of currency. Because if you get a currency, you can, especially if you're a small business. So it's a very brilliant recommendation. I just want to comment on a few of the other questions that we can again. I think somebody mentioned maintenance. Well, don't hear this problem. By the way, maintenance is part of the agreement where we get with FB Group. FB Group, they manage this facility, not to then just they run them, and then they manage the facility for the duration of the loan period. Okay, so throughout until the facility is paid for the next 30 years, FB Group, now then they manage the facility alongside we through a special purpose vehicle where don't be created, including the hotel as well, where they can be created again at the Hilton Group. Get a partnership with we for do this, and then we get the presidential villas. So we get a world-class institution. We get beaucoup experience in doing this for do this. And one of the things that we're proud of, I think my brother mentioned this, he said they hire 1,200 Sierra Leoneans. Plenty of the leadership, from engineers to managers, are Sierra Leoneans. So also, the advantage of this facility is there's knowledge transfer. Capacity is being transferred as well to people. And over that period, they are showing some mango, don't they land boku, they accommodate, they go work now at the hotel. It carry the high standards where you go see. Another thing I want people to notice is from day 1 to day 2, the entire setup of the hall was 100% different. It tells you so the hall gets the ability for be modular. You can transform them. And now they talk about switch and all that. The table and the chair them, then get opportunity and they. So it depends on who you sit down. It depends on the position. It depends on how they set it up. So I will tell you, say, this hall gets, again, world-class facilities. Somebody say, me say 11/10. Well, I think, say, I will let the person understand what I mean. As I say, at this time, many of the comments we do here, everybody they say, how salon do this? That means we will take the same energy, the same attention to detail to other projects. What did they tell you? It tells you say the coordination, the level of work, and how we do that is because we don't now look at title. If work they for do, we do them. President sets the example. He lead from the front. The vice president did the whole net. The chief minister spent over 6 months. He run around with the WhatsApp group, he work. All the ministers, my colleagues, them, the minister of transport almost become himself like they shuttle to carry up and down and boots them and this and that. Because keep in mind for council alone, we need to think about 3 levels of transportation. The Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, now the highest number of planes we would all receive now with airports in over 50 years over a 2-day period. Highest number. Seamless. No issue. Sometimes they will get one head of state or land. I've been in at the tarmac. One head of state or land. Would they get in salutes, another plane don't land. Before you marry, 5 minutes later, another plane don't land. This is now a huge experience and opportunity for salon. But I just want to say one thing because somebody say, but we then go be 2 presidents by election. I don't hear this talk plenty. There's an opportunity for that talk directly to waiting happen versus a lot of the people elect. Again, I think there's something about sometimes the salon psyche. It's so desperate for look for negativity. The first news is this. For 50 years, we'll not get this position. President Bill ascend to this position. 2, for 50 years, we're not able to host. President Bill lead with country for host. And I tell you again, listen to all the leaders that we can get opportunity for talk to a lot of them. They not point out any single major issue. Everybody was impressed with Salon and with you do. Throughout the 50-year history of Ecowas, now only once Ecowas don't renew somebody in mandates consecutively because the principle and the culture of Ecowas is that you serve a mandatory 1-year term and then you pass on. There are 2 principles on how that term they change. 1, as I say, first is mandatory. 2, the practice is Anglophone, Francophone. Anglophone, Francophone. When they meet last year, it was supposed to be Francophone because of waiting happened with the 3 countries, them, the AES countries, them. 1, the coups. 2, the withdrawal from ECOWAS in 2024. Then decide say extraordinarily let Nigeria maintain their position because A, the obvious next choice not be done prepare, not be ready at the time, and 2, because of the unique challenges that with the subcontinent face. Please land on this issue. If I let people understand, it's a civic education. And so then decide say, okay, ECOWAS for gone, that Nigeria for gone that one time, and then they resolve again. Say immediately after that, we'll go back to the mandatory 1-year term. In 2025, what we get it was supposed to be a francophone country, but also because we've been still there in that critical period and say, you know, it's
among all the leaders that we there, the person will get unique leadership profile for able to handle AES country, for able to deal with the global challenges where they happen now, for able to talk to military leaders them, for support them, for let them transition, come back. They say this is a period, so they talk to Senegal, say, do you allow your big brother, President Bio? He's uniquely qualified now. Let also affect that culture there. So we don't resolve, don't say, well, then come now, would they go back to normal business? So if anybody tell you, say, oh, first of all, ECOWAS are not the votes. The culture of ECOWAS when it comes to the chairmanship is a consensus, and I can tell you, say, the possibilities enthusiastically hand over and support in younger brother. Now, President Bio, you see, President Faye come one day before, he support him because that is the culture, that was a principle that had been agreed on from them. And again, just go back and look at the history. Only once.
Continue first.
Only once, 2024. And that now be Nigeria, because of 3 countries be don't come out, most of them French, the cruise will be don't happen, and waiting be happen at the time.
Continue first.
So for less salon, even there in this period now, I think our family just be grateful.
Continue for stay with
and
me.
Feel the true sense of pride.
Continue for
say President Bio deliver this with aplomb
continue
and
for
a
stay with
successful
me
tenure.
inside the program. We go for music break. We come we look at the younger issue and the resolution we pass now this summit with regards younger issue, and also we look at other issues that we get for do with Salon. The program now Good Morning Salon. We go for this break.
You know what time it is?
Youth man, question time. Youth man, question time. If we land for ask questions for things them where they happen now we sweet nation. You name the resources. Waiting them don't benefit this nation. From independence to 50 years of celebration, where they make you man and they think I'm say something for them better. If we still under British colonization. But man, they still not a question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just they poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young nor they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na no more education nor they grow? Oh salon, how the internet slow. Now so we slow, anyone then give we say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. Yeah, me, I know that's such occupation.
Please to come for sponsor.
Go we they beg na boduya. If una kill we slow, una shoot we right on sight. Yeah, maybe then they go better. Everybody say na 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 na. Everybody say na 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 na. Let's go.
Plenty thank you to Emma Sin for that song we do for we question time inside the program. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program where they go for walkabouts.
You the question.
Another morning again, I get Tuesday, I do ya. This year, I don't know what happen. The year they run fast. I do like they don't so mind. How the days then they run fast. Na so tempo election, na so engineer, quick. I just wonder the reason we make SON security them say they no get security personnel for CPA party the election. This country But anyway, until the thing them go no me check all the security personnel then can go by and finally done. We hope they will go provide security for CPA party the election. CPA party and serve this BNTM. Na so sonko business no more na inje na unweed. Alright, uno go land mine. That man we get them build the material shop there all over the country. Uncle Fawiz. Uncle Fawiz, how you do it, yo? Uncle Fawiz, I dey get documents them. Complain them say you just dey for buy government apartments them. The new side where you don't buy, I just tell her columns you and tell you, the documents there, then na me and mine. Now the last document no matter wait for, I read them to you. I don't know if you know done this country here. All the things that we government get, you know don't buy them no more. But anyway, I dey wait for the last document mine. I just remember Juba Barrick. Salon, I don't understand. Now so thinking come. Warawere. A lot ying. But waiting that they land me now that you need for the member waiting me don't happen and bring her to the notice of the public. Let they aware say now so thing they be. Now so thing me don't be. Now so thing plan for be mine. I take Juba Barrick how far? We just see no more than pan the area them. I don't know. If we don't give all man in your percentage mine. Because people within na system, na then all percentage pan the business mine. Juba Barrick, we for be historical place. Una come, una just the sell no more. But anyway, we want to know the person. We get the apartments there because we really say, now Uncle Josh, Uncle Umar, I don't buy there. If now Uncle Umar don't buy there, that in lawyer, that black baba, where they near go, how far, you know, can't tell me because you know, now you the sign. You know, you know, Mr. Signer, mine. Uncle Josh, I don't say don't keep on low. The good advice I say, you know the system there. You are, no can give me bad name. She don't suffer. Mr. Civic, how you do? Mr. Civic, how you do? Mr. Civic, I reach that position of media, na BCSL, that boy with Engi. I reach you know, like that boy there. Let her reverse, I tell the boy, how, let me die for it. Uncle Civic, you name the playbook. That's about that. Yeah, that baba was in here go. That's when I get more plaba. Who that for they in charge of summit. But anyway, this summit don't mind. We they look up to know. Ring don't begin ka. Now we don't tower. You ready to wait dot in a treat. Now you go land. Me na the honorable Piki Wakabot.
Walkabout inside the program Good Morning Salon. We they come to we studio guest them inside the program, but before that we look at one headline quick one. Adeyemi.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside the program, we take one part with headline story. Also, the Director General for the HIV and AIDS Secretariat, Abdul Rahman CCC, the workplace policy on HIV and AIDS, where they don't get now, go make institution and tap for ask for HIV status as requirement before they give work to people. They talk this for one interview to get the democracy, where they talk about the new workplace policy on HIV and AIDS. Abdul Rahman CCC talk more to Karifa to content inside this interview.
So the Ministry of Employment don't come up with a national policy, workplace policy on HIV and AIDS. And the national policy on workplace HIV AIDS spell out what in all institutions, all workplaces for adhere to. And one of the critical things that we then put is like, you know, they use HIV status as a requirement for employment. If you do that one day, you don't violate the policy, and you don't also violate the National AIDS Commission Act, where Parliament endorsed.
Okay, people go on for know why this new policy at this time. What's in lead to them?
Because what happened is that HIV is a multi-sectoral issue. Every institution, every sector get a role for play. Because HIV, we can always say, now everybody's business. And one critical thing, when you look at the various sectors, therefore, let's see the interplay and begin to see how the ministries, agencies, they come in. When it comes to labor issues, employment issues is the Ministry of Employment or the Ministry of Labor, as people know. If you say they come to children affairs, children issues, the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. So it's like everybody can come up with that policy. You see, the policy where Ministry of Labor come up with, now a national framework, you know, we all sectors will abide by. That made them call it a workplace policy.
So let's look at what are some of the specific rights the way this policy they guarantee for people where they live with HIV.
One is confidentiality, and one critical violation where can happen where people they go test unknowingly say, or before we employ you, we get for test you for know you HIV status. No. And also the policy they also emphasize say prevention, now a very critical issue. Then it also within that policy, the labor policy, it also they talk about confidentiality. But one thing where I want to bring to the attention of everybody, any workplace where anybody day, where because a HIV positive, then stigmatize them, then discriminate against them. Let it just go now we office. We the game lawyer. We ain't not get for pay anything. And we get a hotline when I think 160. You just call that hotline. If anybody, even if in a community you did, they stigmatize against you. We already get a legal retainer. We don't already did.
So now how the secretariats they able for make sure say this policy they implement across both public and private sector?
Well, what we they try for do now is that we they try for provide support now to the Ministry of Labour. They don't carry the policy, and for we, the way we they look at things, we in the HIV/AIDS sector, policy not to something we they cannot develop when a not get lifetime. Policy get for get lifetime. Then we through that in lifetime you get for actually measure the impact. So what we they try for do now to the Ministry of Labour, one provide support to them. We and then they work. We try for develop an operational plan. That you want to put in a paper. We need for operationalize that now. We want for ensure say it is popularized so that all institutions, because mining sector, now a very critical sector, they have need for come up with their own policy. We grounded on this national policy, but their own policy go just reflect on the mining sector.
So waiting at the penalty or sanction?
No, the sanction way, the way you don't go court now, they don't go prosecute the case. Then they don't fine you or then send you go jail. Then that ending you go no say yes. Because, you know, sometimes I can say if you commit this crime, you get me, now 5,000 at the penalty. But where you can go court, when the judge don't sit on Panam, the judge can put any penalty, not below that penalty. Because that penalty, then it will just be like a reference point for them. Whatever the judge decide, that is what it will get for happen. So now this is the sort of collaboration what they get with the Ministry of Labour.
That the chairman, that the Director General for the National HIV and AIDS Secretariat, Abdulrahman Sisi, they talked to Kaifa to contact inside the interview. So I say the workplace policy on HIV and AIDS way they don't get now, go make institution a tab for ask for HIV status as requirement before they give work to people there. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
And we continue for look at issues them the communique and the agreements we come out the Ecowas Summit. We look at other one we get for do with border disputes na the Mano River Union corridor where it said the authority commends Sierra Leone's authorities of Sierra Leone and Guinea for their partial reopening of Yenga border and further urges Guinea authorities to fully withdraw their troops from both the Yenga and Lofa enclaves in line with the tripartite communique of 16th March 2026 within the framework of the Mano River Union and continue to pursue diplomatic solution in addressing border disputes. This now one we get for do with Yenga and national concern where people only ask for. It come up now this summit. You see the concerns from ECOWAS and the directives we then serve give Mulku. We don't follow these issues. What do you make up of these directives on Yenga?
ECOWAS seemingly over the years don't always they encourage and regional solution, bilateral engagement in the use of at least the joint border commissions, especially from the MRU. They want to see things play out first. There are certain stratas, right? Before things they go to even international court for go make a final, for letting get a final decision like how it happened between Cameroon and Nigeria, it has to start regionally first. And so far, Yenga, for me understanding, the conversation have been regional. They want to let the joint border commissions and sort them out. And there have been significant progress where you look at them. Look at the tripartite, agreement where President Bio and Doumbouya Bigo signed, President Doumbouya Bigo signed a couple of months back. We then don't try for see how best we can, they don't agree for demilitarize Yenga and all that stuff. My problem with that is, and which I think I've been on saying the last time, when such agreements are made, are signed, if the various parliaments and all ratify them and agree on them and make and turn them into law, it would be difficult for make the country they enact them, make them actually monitor and supervise and see that it works. That is still blank. We don't know what thing don't happen with the agreement, and maybe it might have been taken to Parliament, and I don't get the updated information on that. But it has to be done. We own Parliament for Duam, and then we own Parliament for Duam. In fact, from the last update we get, I remember the current. What's his name now? We Parliament, the head of the Parliament right now. I don't forget his name. Mr. What's his name? Please help me. I had to go blank and I so. Sengrapa Thomas, right? Don't engage the MRU. They don't create an MRU. They try to create an MRU court, right? Wherein some of their agreements are going to be tabled in that court day, whilst when they make them, when they agree and pass and they ratify at the MRE court, from there now they could just take another individual country in court and do they will get it. It has been established. It was established I think this year. Okay. So my point is we just need for ensure say it's done. We have to supervise it because only after that is done, then legally we can able for charge Mr. Doumbouya. So you Parliament to approve him because now thank God in a democratic state. So you got to approve him. Please give you timeline when they demilitarize Yenga and pack on things and go. That's what we're looking forward to. And we need constant supervision on that particular aspect of that.
Continue for the between the program. Mukumbango, I'll come to you, Abdul M. Fatoma. The issue of Ecowas calling for a total handover or withdrawal of Guinean troops from Yenga. And this is not part of the communique we adopt inside the summit we just done. Which now you take on that with regard to that?
Until it happened, because Guinea don't be so much reckless with agreement them where they don't go into with the government of Sierra Leone, and we see a lot of irresponsible behaviors. Them, they go agree on the timeline for the withdraw and surrender that space, and then still become inconsistent, for respect the regional bloc. My good friend here, they talk about court. I think now Ecowas Mano River Union Parliament. I don't think say there is any proposal now on the floor for get Mano River Union Court, but Mano River Union Parliament. Right. So let the people then go get them more clear. Right. But even we go to that, sovereignty, what to make we able to get United Africa. At the moment we've been again independent, as your country gets so, then they already don't establish then security, meaning I'm a man, then currency, and then create a space for, head of state. And each of these Mano River Union country, we get one, we're very perpetual in coming in and going out in our Ivory Coast, right? Then they're in the habit of coming in and going out. So for that we go get a binding, a Mano River Union Parliament, we go get a power over ECOWAS Parliament. It gets a whole political thing. But me as a person, as a Sierra Leonean, one foresee if this time round the Guinean authority, if then they listen, maybe somebody go translate unto them. The embassy they neighbor to my office, so maybe then they listen and go translate them. If they're responsible in this very thing for implementer, it will be a welcoming news to the people of this country, and with brothers and sisters will become forcefully displaced.
Now, governments don't ask people for go back na Yenga. You think say that's not a wise decision when they under Guinea military rule still?
Government are in statutory responsibility for provide security for citizens and look after their welfare. And if based on their own security assessment, then think say it wise enough for ask with brother and sisters and within another part of the country for go back na them place so then go take themselves for being displaced forcefully by a reckless action by another state. Then it will be good for let them go back. But then if anything happen, then there comes we as a citizen for hold government accountable for the action we then being take.
Continue for stay with you inside the program Abdul M. Fatoma. The program Good Morning Salon they continue.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We come over to the Minister of Information and Civic Education. On the issue of Yenga, we see this is part of the things and way ECOWAS will adopt inside the Mid-Year Summit. How position Sierra Leone they foresee say the two countries, Guinea and Salon, agree to this communique where ECOWAS don't adopt?
President Bill don't always believe in diplomacy. He don't always believe, say, if I pursue peace. Peace normally in a long, complex, sometimes slow process, but now they get the optimal outcome. No loss of lives. The economic relationship between we and Guinea is deep and strong. A lot of people don't know say Guinea are probably the biggest trading partner between Sierra Leone and any other country. And that for going to an unnecessary escalation with Guinea will basically affect we and them in multiple ways. So first, you always seek the path of peace. Now that President Bill don't do. ECOWAS acknowledge that and tell thank you to President Bill for leadership on that issue and urge the two countries first, then tell we to thank you for what reopen the border when I one big step for build confidence. Now goods and people let them move freely. Now with customs and the young custom they operate on either side of the border. That's a progress. A lot of people don't really ask for it. Say, hey, but what about the return of the people? I see somebody try to take advantage of this summit for say, oh well, the people they don't know. In the release we put out, we were clear that we work on for address the people their own concerns them for ensure their return. Because person your own safety now based on what you believe and what you feel. If I tell you say it's safe now for like I say no, it's not safe for me, that's your own. We as a government want to work with them people and they. Some of them need resources for return. Some of them want like make sure they don't want to see Guinea and Soul there. But like I don't mention, Guinea and Salon get some deep relationship, years and years. Some of them solely the way they call Guineans, and so hey, their mama then I had them born, their papa then I had them born, and they talk Creole, they talk this. So we own position is always remained. We want to pursue a diplomatic, friendly outcome, no loss of lives, de-escalation, and ultimately for respect the sovereignty of Sierra Leone. ECOWAS acknowledge that process day. ECOWAS urge we for continue for move in that direction day. And it takes a true statesman like President Bill for let allow himself for be triggered by within the word of me brother is just not the Guinea the action and all. President Bill say no. We're going to look at the big picture with him best for Salon, and that's what he has done.
We come back to Una, we look at issues and we can look at last sets of text messages that inside the program Good Morning Salon.
The program they continue. So the program we look at another issue. So the chairman for the Salon Premier League board, Usman Tommy, don't confirm say the first and second man at the Europe Premier League they get the league prize money. Usman Tommy talk this way. The Salon Premier League board go and over trophy and crown Bow Rangers as the champion for the 2025-2026 Europe Premier League season at the Southern Arena inside Bow District. Jaffa Mans David be part of this engagement and put these reports together.
Saturday, July 18 this year, an important day for Salon football. As na the term, but the Football Association, they confirm team them where they qualify for the next National League, with the team them will go relegate to the Division 1 next year. The action been starts na morning inside Port Loko District. Usai, Western United and Waterloo FC been defend big one pan the National Division 1 playoff final. As then two teams they are, been already qualified, but Western United after 90 minutes at the final, been win 2-0 against Waterloo FC.
Pedro Susi, the head coach of Western United. I'm very happy, me and the entire squad, the executive, we're all happy. Because we make history together, I mean, it means a lot. Because based on the preparation all this while, we know say yes, we don't prepare ourselves for a situation like this. We are coming to the Premier League not only to participate, but to compete.
Abubakar Conte, the head coach of Waterloo Football Club. I feel happy, I feel blessed, because that's not a dream. Always we don't struggle for make people accomplish them. This now the final, but again, so football can do. The unexpected happens. It's disappointing anyway, but the boys, they did well.
With the reaction the attention now turned to the relegation fate in the Leonrock Premier League as Team Delek Diamond Stars, Usum Stars, Slifa, Abacha City and Mighty Blackpool went for play the league champion Bull Rangers outside Freetown. This game been tight at the first half as the champions but they play for 3 points and respect to the supporter them, while the T-Stars boys been need this 3 points for balanced relegation. And Blackpool and corner set piece opportunity in the second half will make the difference as Rangers defense left Moses Scully free in the 18-yard box and kick drop ball from corner will win the game for his team.
Yeah, that's a good one. Easy. Moreover, playing against teams like Bull Rangers for the past 6-7 seasons, they're one of the toughest teams in the Premier League. And besides, coming to the Southern Arena is not an easy task. So, to glory be to God, at least I able to grab the 3 points. Not only the 3 points, a meaningful 3 points will save the team from sinking.
That's not the voice of the mighty Blackpool interim Coach Tamba Lamin, who will react to the result as he continues for call on the management of the team for prepare and plan well for the next season to avoid past match challenge where unbug the team inside this league.
For no go down relegation, it will be difficult something for we. We don't see that teams that don't go down, the likes of Axlav, Police, Eastern Tigers, for more than go down, the Republicans they are nowhere to be seen and all. So the Quran in that kind of situation and this, I make happy for who survive relegation.
I feel fine, I feel so good because we dream now for make we play back next season in the Premier League. It means a lot to we. And they make we get a second chance for go renew ourselves and try for do better the next season.
Bull Rangers, even with the home loss, get the trophy and the league prize money.
Alaji Fore, the head coach Bull Rangers. I will put up a very good performance inside the match. The lucky side for the day, 9 gets a victory. Win Premier League back to back, go and come back and win Premier League. I believe it's a historical day for me. Well, I just want to say thanks to the management for giving me an opportunity for can win the Sierra Leone Premier League again. And thanks to the fans of Bull, where they give me the support and the players and the backroom staff.
But waiting, the first man and second man at this league win apart from the trophy and then position, Usman Tommy, now the board chairman for the Salon Premier League board.
And we're happy that all the teams that played today, all man, okay, and see say this is fair and transparent as we give all the team the enabling environment for sure say they're all equal in our eyes. More Rangers still would offer them the 500,000 millions, and by Monday they will go and collect the check, SLFA, the original check, and get the money. The money is already there, it has been signed and approved. Star Sports don't become the runner-up, so them are going to check by Monday. It would the SLFA and collect the sum of 250,000 millions.
After this match, the board end for confirm say that team like Freetown City Football Club, Loawa FC, Slifa Football Club, and Abacha City relegate for the 2025-2026 Leonrock Premier League. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jaffa Mans Davis, the reports.
The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Una don't send una messages them on 077-981-981. Now time for make we take we second set of messages them. We come to the studio guest them for respond.
This one from Mark 10 and New England will say, I'm happy the ONS boss has said President Bio is working with Guinea, Ecowas, and UN to ensure Yenga, which is rightfully belongs to Sierra Leone, is peacefully returned to full Sierra Leonean control.
More messages them inside the program from Ibrahim Sisese. Justice and trust when it reaches every citizen equally. Honorable Minister, respected voices including Dr. Sylvia Blyden have raised concerns about prisoners, the families of fallen soldiers and others already punished by the court before and after the discontinuation of former President Ernest Bai Korma's case. What engagement has the government had with these affected citizens. A government's greatest answer is not in words, but in fairness.
This one from Mohamed Alaji Kuroma say, Mr. Minister, what's not be the argument at the airport between the security of Mamadi and the security of Salon, where the VP go for receive the Guinean president, and why always Guinea they always bring heavy weapons then to Sierra Leone anytime where the president they visit the country.
Usfred, he say, Mr. Minister, you mentioned about the Bank of Sierra Leone's national switch. How much has this switch been incorporated for central oversight and national security, especially in monitoring fraud and systemic risk? Is the Financial Intelligence Authority utilizing this technology?
This one from Amadou Jallo say, Mr. Minister, why was the president trying to get another term instead of concentrating on domestic issues?
Mystic Nadwazaki said the Guinean president's statement reflected the reality many Ecowas citizens face, as access to basic necessities remain a major challenge across the region. However, walking out of the summit because of disagreements and maintaining a heavy military presence on 2 occasions sent an unfortunate signal. It should also serve as a wake-up call for Sierra Leone security sector to remain vigilant with promotion, peace, diplomacy, and regional cooperation.
This one from Mark 10 and New Englandville say, Mr. Minister, please confirm if the Sierra Leone National Revenue Authority will continue to collect revenue at Yenga.
The last message for me for now, it come up from Momo Lansanasi. Say 98.1. A country can still join an economic and monetary integration even when it is weak. That weak country can have many benefits such as access to regional market, boost trade and investments, lower transaction cost, increased investors' confidence, technical and financial support from stronger member states. An example is Guinea-Bissau joined the West African Economic and Monitoring Union in 1997 and uses the CFA franc. From the messages here, and the last one for now, from Tunde Scott, it said the time of the summit was not appropriate, not a time when the economy is not doing well right now, when we are accumulating more local and foreign debt, more budget deficits, high debts, burden, and less revenue generation. This nation will end up foot in the bill. From Tunde Scott, with the messages that we come to the studio guest, Mulku, you go respond to the messages, them and wrap up statement in 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I think most of the messages then come for Mr. Minister.
Yes, so you will get
more time for us. I get most of the questions.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but I think for wrap up this whole conversation, I go summarize them in this way. The summit was much needed international PR for Sierra Leone. I think we need that edifice there. We need for open yourself up and show we serious about doing business in Sierra Leone. Oh, and then my next thing I want for maybe what the minister attention to. Now, I see Aliko Dangote. He was part of the guests that we come. One thing we sits well with me in the way we treat in cement investments now. So I understand say at some point NRA we go locking in business not be the pay tax. And I feel like if I say that's not how you treat, somebody like a Dangote. Clearly, na proof say from the wait, I come. I'm coming. No, wait.
My guest
no, wait,
please.
not done. I come. I make a point.
Minister, yes.
The point what I try for making now is clearly there was a problem with initial agreement from day one, right? They say no pay taxes. Okay, this man is investing over $20 billion currently in Nigeria. He's building an oil pipeline, also building a refinery. People like a Dangote, you don't harass them for tax. Agreement wrong. What you do? You go into an agreement for let you do deferred tax system, right? And go to them called deferred tax system. Tell this man, say, look, this is a beginning. You just some begin kind of so. Instead of you pay tax, go invest in building infrastructure for we. He's doing that in Nigeria. Then get tax holidays. But then tell and say, that money for pay tax with, take them, build infrastructure for we. And with the monitor them over this particular period, 3 years, 4 years. That's what you do to people like Aliko Dangote because he has the power, he has the resources for let he build infrastructure with this in business. It's a start. So that make I say the agreement for Ikaisai was flawed. Because now, you can't say they can't have money for pay tax. Don't allow him to pay tax. Just tell him, we need road na Tambaka. We need bridge na Lunge. We need this so and so. And then he will tell you, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I will be able to do. And then you go into an agreement with them. For me, it's the best approach.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mulku Suleiman Mulku, for joining us at the edition of the program. I come to Abdul M. Fatoma, 1 minute 30 seconds for response to messages them. And we
3 minutes you get.
No, I know. So 1 minute.
No, not 3 minutes.
I mean the time at 1 minute 30 seconds.
Me serving the time. I just don't
pause
and I go show you.
Na message you
No, not to message. By chance, I want to get this clarity from the minister since we get Hilton Hotel, project now in Alunge, and waiting at the government of Sierra Leone position on the Ali Hilton, hotel project na Kapsara. Are we gonna have 2 different Hilton, one Alunge and one at Freetown? And if by chance you get any knowledge of the update, the quick update for the Lunge one, if you get any update for the Kapsara one, Aberdeen. And then to my brother here, I just want for making note say tax issues are statutory issues, and they are very serious issue globally. Even the #1 billionaires and then not subjected to tax scrutiny globally, and even state institutions, unless you bound by immunity. So that thing where they say now, like you see money man today, you want to tell them all of your problem for be addressed, and in money get other issues. So listen, I mean, business is a negotiation. Say let it go make road, let it do this. Yes. No, that in cement factory, in priority, not to for can make road, now for can make profit. So the only thing where the Australian government genuinely can approach with, now the business compliance is tax is one. But you not pay them in the local.
No, that's the point. Okay, thank you very much, Abdul M. Fatoma, for joining me inside the program. Minister of Information and Civic Education, you get 2 minutes. Plenty messages then.
No,
plus Abdul Fatoma
it's not possible. I get 12 questions. You give a man the 3 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Now 1 minute 30 seconds. Abdul Fatoma get 30 seconds. So you get 2 minutes.
It's very important for long or base the kind of statement that my brother just make based on density. Very, very important, especially with kind of public platforms like this. Every single major investment here, they start with concessions. Part of the problem when they talk, for example, the Aminata Petroleum deal. Because exactly when they look at that, Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Finance, they engage the investor, we talk about concessions, we agree, and they bring in Canada market. It was applicable to all parties, including the Dangote group. And so for saying that because of taxes, this, that, no, you only know, you don't get the full picture. I think it's important. For that, we also say we bought Aliko Dangote, who, by the way, I've been getting the privilege for receiver on behalf of His Excellency. Mentioned, say, he gets a, I think, $40 billion investment we want to make over the next how many years. And President Bill writes there and then, he turned to the Minister of Energy. He says, salon application, within #1. And Mr. Dangote said they look forward for continue for see investment in Sierra Leone. So I think none of the story will come out of this. So when we talk about fairness with the EBK trial and the other people that we connected, I just want to say, President Bill's commitment will always be for let we seek the best interests of the country, for justice, and for let everybody be equal under the law. But the AG and the state always reserve the right for discontinue a case against a certain individual, and in this case, we don't see justice don't be meted out to a lot of the people who have been smart before, will be stand and will continue to engage with the victims and family. Somebody asked about a skirmish between security personnel between Guinea and Salon. I want to let them know, say, I've been there, for example, because I've been at the airport. This now something we're not uncommon. It's just like junior security officials and say, oh, now for map, then push each other. But it was not a security situation like some people want for make up. It's a very common thing because it come by road and young people they want to let them map soon. I had them for map. When people say no, now we they are now for map. That was common, but as you can see, we really value say His Excellency Mamadou Doumbouya camp, President Bill welcome and very openly. And the one that we say they walk out again, are people who not attend heads of state summit, say walk out because of disagreement. It's not true. Many times in heads of state summits, and again, me, one of the few, I think, Sierra Leoneans that we don't get the privilege for doing at multiple levels for the past almost 20 years plus. Don't they attend the UN and other summits, the AU and all that. Heads of state, and the way they come in, give speech, they what are gonna do immediately.
He left in foreign minister in engagement. And so what's important is Guinea signed all the agreement that we signed. Guinea agreed to all the things them, and we're grateful to say he participates when I've been forced official participation in ECOWAS. We goal now follow we strengthen integration. I want to say that. Somebody asked about the integration, whether we ready and whether we use them for national security. While there, the Minister of Trade sent to me, for example, the PAPS, when the Pan-African Payments and Settlement System. And the Minister of Trade tell me, say, in fact, 7 banks in a salon already integrated into the system. So we're far ahead than most of the countries when it comes to implementation. And then the final thing I want to talk about, this on a text I want to like for read. He talk again. Most times he like for make like say he entitled to in own data. Say this time when the economy not be strong with this. In fact, in the ECOWAS communique, then praise the economic performance of the sub-region. We reflected as well in Salon, and as we don't say, we don't host these events at a very reasonable cost on the states. We're unprecedented. Okay. And we economy and the benefits we they get for we is massive.
Thank you.
So people can get opinion, but they're not entitled to.
Thank you very much for joining me. Said the Program Minister of Information. We see the plan for the investment summits with this. What's going to happen? That investment summit get for all Nasalo.
100%.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for joining us at the edition of the Program Minister for Information and Civic Education, Chernopa, for joining us at the edition of the program, Sulman Mulku Bangura. We join at the program as analyst for foreign diplomacy and international relations, and also Abdul M. Fatoma, Chief Executive for Chadi. Plenty. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us at the edition of the program, Good Morning Salon.
Well, family, because of time, now we're going to bring down the curtain for today's edition of the program, Good Morning Salon. Plenty thank you to the production team, Saptu Calloway produced the program. Plenty thank you to DJ Songa, we're making us live on the social media platform, and also DJ Kema for technical support. So till we meet again, Mina Adeyemi Jackson, they say goodbye.